I'm starting to see my old self back after 3 years, which is kind of, I didn't realize, you hear people that says I don't know who I am during this COVID process. And I say COVID because I don't know, COVID is where it started for me. And it's helped. I mean, it's coming from a huge skeptic, right? I wasn't sure. I told my wife, I'll give it a few months. We'll see. Now where I'm at, 3 months. We've been doing this, I think, 3 months. It's huge. It's a huge difference. The anxiety and the depression are much, much better. I've not had an anxiety issue in quite a few weeks now, which is awesome. So yeah, so it left me with depression, anxiety. I had breathing problems. I couldn't do steps. I couldn't walk very long distances. It left me with brain fog. I couldn't make decisions, things like that. So some days were worse than others. At the end of the day, you still push through. When I went to the doctors, usually it came back with nothing was wrong. The big issue being anxiety and depression, which I've never had in my life. So I was always mystified by somebody that said they had anxiety and couldn't do something. I understand that now. So it's different. It can be debilitating. I mean, it can be pretty rough. My doctor was focused on the things that'll kill me, heart caths and stuff like that. And we kind of let the other stuff, it was like, well, we'll kind of work on it as we can. I had always gone to chiropractors, things like that, not realizing what they could do here. My wife started coming first, and she said, well, you should probably go because they might be able to help with some of their other stuff, not necessarily back adjustments. And that's all I knew, existed. So basically it was, all right, I agree, I'll go. I'll try it for a few months. I'll just kind of humoring my wife that I will make this work. And after I got the original assessment, and then we did a little bit more stuff, we kind of started down the road of the treatment plan, and I started noticing differences within probably 2 to 3 weeks. It was kind of, they were small differences. They were, when I look back now, I'm like, yeah, it might be helping, but I look back now and it was definitely helping. 3 months. We've been doing this, I think, 3 months. It's huge. It's a huge difference. The anxiety and the depression are much, much better. I've not had an anxiety issue in quite a few weeks now, which is awesome. Depression has not been bad. Every once in a while you'll feel something, but we're still, pushing hard and trying to get through the different treatments, and hopefully I can get down to where I don't have any of this to deal with anymore. The other piece that COVID has left me with is sore feet from lack of muscle tone when I was in the hospital, and now that has messed up my tendons. So between their adjustments, we're adjusting my feet here, and I'm doing some other stuff, dry needling, things like that. I'm hoping to put that all behind me here in the next, hopefully, couple months. So hopefully by the end of this year, I will be fixed. I'm starting to see my old self back after 3 years, which is kind of, I didn't realize, you hear people that says I don't know who I am during this COVID process. And I say COVID because I don't know, COVID is where it started for me. I don't know that COVID, there's a whole bunch of reasonings behind it. It's not necessarily COVID did this to me, but it helped the process. But you don't realize that you are a completely different person until you start to go back to the original person you were. And that is the bigger piece that I'm starting to see now after a few months of work. So I'm hoping that I'll be back on the right track and